Yeah, I've just started recording, so the next one will be you, over.
Oh dear, right. Well, I better put my best radio voice on then, John, because I've got a face for radio, not a voice, ever.
Yeah, Roger. I'm just doing a screenshot, so you'll see that it's gone a little bit. Maybe it hasn't. Hang on for a moment. I'm going to send a screenshot of the Momo thing. So one moment. Okay, and now we're back. We're back on the radio. Yeah, the only thing is when you're working with the PC and you're doing something else, it comes in the recording. So excuse me on that one. And I'm going to let me just send you that image of the dipole and the Yagi that Momo called, and also when our good friend in Kuwait will be on the air, maybe tonight, tomorrow night, whatever. It'll be interesting. It'll be one call, I think, that you you call them and you'll be straight in, over.
I'll say, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, my pure signal was just doing a dance then, John. Not sure why. Probably operator error. Maybe I didn't quite get the foot switch properly, but it's all fine now. Yeah. So well, here's hoping, John. I think I might lower it down a bit tonight, though. I'm not sure what the wind's due to do, but I prefer to have it lower, and then when I get the electric hoist on it, I'll have it high, and it'll take me all of 2 minutes to drop it down if the wind picks up. But yeah, here's hoping. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see the difference between this and the stepper, actually. I've got an old log here. I'm an old-fashioned guy, John. I'm handwritten my logs, but I've got quite a few logs going back a while, and it'll be interesting to compare the signal reports I get with this one. But yes, so far so good, John. It looks like it's going to be a keeper, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, just pay attention, of course, and you know that to the wind and the wind speed. So another one for your phone, and you can see the diagram that Momo, Mr. Momo made, over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I'll have a look at that while you're on your next over, John. No problem at all. So, have you been on the radio much recently, John? I hear from some of the others that the conditions have been awful, and thank God. Well, even from an SDR point of view and listening on there, thank God that Whiskey Alpha's over. Oh my word, I'm not really a fan of that, John. I mean, I don't mind competitions if they're snappy, and they're not on for too long. But that Whiskey Alpha, a month of it, and apparently it's not a competition. But anyway, there you go, Celavi. That's me on the soapbox again. But I missed that, John. So apparently it starts again in June or July. Oh my God, I'll have to have another month off then, over.
Yeah, Roger. I think the next time it starts, they're going to go on 2 meters, and they'll be stuck on their HI. But no, I'm totally with you. Whiskey Alpha. Maybe if it was on just for a few hours once every year, that would be enough. But 1 month, and it's the same old. So no, it's in my opinion, it's a disaster. I like the Irish 80-meter contest, and it goes on for 1 hour, over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, so do I, actually, John. It's actually, I'm not a contester, so I never join in. But even listening to that, so I'll often just listen to that for an hour. It's lovely to see 80 meters bouncing, and just for an hour is fabulous. So I've got absolutely nothing against their contests at all. I can see the attraction. That said, some of the operating practices are probably not what you'd want them to be. But anyway, that's another story again. But yes, if they're short and sweet, I'm all for a competition, over.
Yeah, totally agree with you. By the way, I'm not using the pure signal. Let me see if I can engage it. But it's on this radio with this amp. The amp doesn't like the pure signal. Okay, the pure signal is on now. I don't know if you can see a difference, but the amp doesn't like it so much, especially on 20 meters. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I tend to use it everywhere. So I run the SPE 2K amplifier. But your signal's nice and clean, John. I was just looking. You surprised me actually. You're not using pure signal because the signal's nice and clean, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I have another amp coming now. You see, there you go. It just went red for a moment, which is irritating. But I have another amp coming. Another VK amp. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Funny you said that, John. When it went red, I could see that on the scope. And then it obviously cleaned itself up and kicked back in. But I could see that. Okay, very good. So what sort of size will that amp be, John? Over.
Yeah, Roger. That 1 kilowatt, and it has the coupler built in. Over.
QSL, yeah. Mine doesn't come with the coupler built in. Now, I think, I don't know. I'd have to speak to Tim, M0KP, because he put the coupler inside Tony's M0 VDOs. I think Tony runs the 1.3 KA. I'm not sure. I run the 2K. I'm not sure if you could do it on that, but yeah. Anyway, so I've got that little adapter on the outside. I think that's an Australian one actually. Is that 2VK something or other? I can't remember. It's underneath the desk, John. So I could have a look, but I can't do that while I'm transmitting. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with Pure Signal. Actually, it seems to work okay. It does what it says on the tin, I suppose. But yeah, all good, John.
Yep. Yeah, Roger. And the two-tone. Excuse me as I talk and eat. Does the two-tone work with that amp that you have? Over.
Yeah, QSL, it certainly does, yeah. So I don't have it on auto attenuate. Mainly because I like the flexibility to have it on or not. So what I do typically, John, is if as soon as I switch the radio on, I'll throw out on every band. So if I come onto 40, think I'm going to have a play on 40 this afternoon, I'll just chuck out a two-tone signal right at the beginning, and then depending. It generally doesn't alter if I'm working on 40 meters because it's not a very big band. So it's green the whole time. So I just do it that way. I just check it every time I come on. Yeah, so it's no drama really. It's but the amplifier's a breeze actually. It's a lazy man's amplifier, this, John. It's plug and play, honestly. I don't even switch my amplifier on, John. It comes on when I power up the power supply. The amps are automatically connected, and that comes on. And when I switch the power supply off to the shack, the amp closes down. So it's I don't physically touch the amp anymore. It's all done with the mouse over.
Yeah, Roger, and the amp. I take it it's the ones with the. I think it probably is called low, medium, and high. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yes, it is. It's the 2K version I've got, so I can get 2 kilowatts out of it if I wanted to. Currently doing about 750 at the minute, John. Over.
Yeah, okay. And are you on medium now? Over.
Yeah, QSL.
Yeah, okay. So you're on medium, yeah, because I've heard of people that run a lot of power, from the radio in on low, and I think it's better for the amp to be on medium or even on high, but on low power into the amp. Well, just to say, I'm 2.5 watts now, going into the amp, and it's about nearly 500. Let me disengage the amp and come back on 2.5 watts. Over. Yeah, okay. Now this is 2.5 watts. 2.5 watts, Pete. Over.
You are 5.9 plus 15 dB. Looking forward to the 2.5 watts. Over to you, John.
Yeah, okay, and I must have doubled with you. Okay, I'm on 2.5 watts now. Over.
Yeah, QSL, John. Well, you're 5.9, 59. That's amazing, isn't it? 2.5 watts. Over.
Yeah, 2.5 watts, and it's a long run of cable. It's about 40 meters of coax. Over.
Yeah, incredible, John. Which just goes to show, isn't it? I mean, it's not about power. It's about the antenna and the height of the antenna. It's amazing to think you're giving me, an S9 from Belgium on 2.5 watts. Incredible.
Yeah, Roger. It must be the D10 wire. Over.
Oh, I think there was somebody calling you there, John. Listen, John, I'm going to go and get myself a cup of coffee, actually. So I just came in from being outside. I could do with a cup of coffee. So I'm going to be, I'll be around. I'll be playing on the radio all afternoon and into the evening, touch wood. So I might catch you later on, John. But hey, thanks for giving me the call, mate. Good to speak to you. And hopefully we'll get to chat more often now I've got the antenna up. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you came up to 30 over on that one. So a terrific signal in Belgium. Okay, enjoy your coffee, and maybe we'll hear you a little later. And maybe I'll hear you on a low signal, but you'll be a big signal on DX. So Golf Whiskey 1 Kilo George. Well, let's call you correctly as you like. King George Radio. Oscar November 8 Echo India. Till the next time, Pete. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Great to speak to you, John, and thanks for dropping me the WhatsApps. Good to catch up. Just before I disappear, I think that was Martin, JB, calling in there. So, in fact, this will be interesting actually to see how my antenna works in EI. Martin, either my ears are deceiving me, or that was you calling in. Over.
GW1KGR with ON8EI, EI2JB returning. Very good afternoon, John. Good afternoon, Pete. I'm not staying on, or I'm not trying to break it on the frequency, but I will be sending either a invoice or I'll be getting a solicitor to write you a letter, Pete, because I think you've just blown the front end of my radio. Over.
QSL, well, thank you for that. Well, yeah, thank you for that. I was going to say for the compliment there, but not sure it was. Interestingly, yeah, I'm at 120 degrees, and you are 250 degrees away from me, John. So, sorry, Martin, I called you John there. Martin, give John a call, say hello to John, and I'll swing the beam round to you and see if that makes a difference to the signal. Over.
Right, well, I'll be turning on my attenuators in the meantime. Good afternoon, John. You've big signal from Belgium there, 20 dB over S9 with me, and sounding fantastic on the little radio. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, good evening. Good afternoon to you, Martin. Nice to hear you. EI2JEB, ON8EI. I hope the family are well. And you're nearly 10 over 9 with me, but that super audio. And I was talking to a mutual friend of ours who lives in Spain, but used to live in the UK. And he was telling me, maybe he's got the story wrong, that you are now looking for another radio. Over.
I'm not sure, John. What end of the stick the man got? I have two 950 SDXs here, so I certainly don't want a third 950 SDX. But no, down the road, I am thinking of an 890. So a new one, fresh out of the box, but it's down the road, John. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, anyway, whenever it arrives, I hope you really enjoy it. And I think I remember seeing a photo recently. You were somewhere away someplace, but maybe you can tell me about that. So I'll put it back to you, Martin, and let's see how Pete is hearing you now that he's beaming directly towards you. Probably 9+60. So EI2JEB to take it. ON80I in the group, over.
EI2JB returning, yeah, no problem, John. No, it's the last time I was away now. I was only played